There we go. And this meeting is now streaming to YouTube. Hello, YouTube. This is Mopco. Can you hear us? All right. This is, we're just about 13 minutes, more or less, to the Improvised Blockbuster here on a Saturday night with the Mopco Improv Theater. Coming at you tonight from homes all around the capital region and south, the Hudson Valley as well. We're very excited that you're here. We're very excited that we're here. We're, in general, just very excitable people.
Mm-hmm.
So how's it been, Sam? Haven't seen you in a while.
I think it's been okay. I think in terms of ways that it has been, I would put it on the level of it's been okay.
Good.
How are you?
Good. That's very important, you know. Like,
Yeah.
now I'm looking at the YouTube page, and there's that lovely young couple, you and me.
Mm-hmm.
You, the blonde woman laughing, me, the tattooed man covering his mouth with his hand because he's too polite to laugh out loud in public.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed. Now I don't know what to say.
Michael, I think the beauty of life is that anything you say is the script of life as it's being written.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
wow.
Thank
That's deep.
Thank you.
That's really deep.
I appreciate that.
You should like patent that saying. Can you patent a saying?
In fact, there was a ruling recently you can.
Really?
The Supreme Court said you can totally patent sayings. It was I believe it was 8-1.
Wow.
8-1 vote. Yeah.
So like,
That was the Super Supreme Court.
Yes.
2 extra judges.
Mm.
what?
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 There are 9 judges on the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
Right, but in the Super Supreme Court, there's 11, and 2 of them abstained, and 8 people voted, and then 1 person voted against, and the other 2 were abstaining.
I got it.
Wow.
Hard to keep track these days.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. You know, there could be 11 on the Supreme Court. There's nothing in the Constitution to prevent.
There could be as many as you want. There have been different amounts at different times.
Yes. I think the next Democratic president should appoint 5.
Right?
I think, like, it should be like a thing where you have a whole bunch of numbers in a hat, and every year you take, like, one of those numbers out, and that's how many Supreme Court justices there are that year.
Yeah, I like that.
Thank you. If you'd like to see more systems of government I can set up in a matter of...
This is the Sam Gorenstein Government Design on the Fly Hour.
You know, sometimes you need to set up a government really quickly, and, okay, give me a word for a government to base a government off of.
Oh, man.
Could be an adjective, noun.
That's awesome, actually.
Be fun.
I better say hi here in the chat. Let's see. I can do that. Pop out chat. There it is. Now, this is good. What I am typing is, hello, folks, can someone give us a title for tonight's improvised movie? If you happen to be watching and you're hearing my voice and waiting for those words to show up in the chat, you can go ahead and go to the chat and give us your title, but there it is in the chat. The show will be starting at 8 o'clock sharp, and that's not long, roughly 10 minutes. Pardon me, 8.5. Oh, I'm so excited. We're getting closer to showtime here at the Mopco Improv Theater. Seems like somehow my video is back, and I'm not quite sure how. Thank you, Dale, for that excellent suggestion.
Where does the video go when it's not? When it's not on the, like when we made our video invisible.
Where does it go?
Where does it go?
It goes to a little farm upstate
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
where it'll be happier.
Oh.
Thank you, Roger. Oh boy, these guys are creative tonight.
You don't have to tell me what they are yet, Michael, but are you seeing good suggestions? Some fun titles?
I just want to tell you that Roger has his creative juices flowing this evening.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yes, indeed. Improvisers, this is your 5-minute call. 5 minutes.
5 minutes, thanks.
Thank you,
Up
Five.
to 5.
5.
Did you?
Did somebody just open a bag of popcorn?
It's gummies, sorry.
Gummies.
Wanted to give that authentic movie theater feeling. Am I echoey?
Not so I'd notice.
Do we have a little Regal roller coaster type thing we can play, but it goes around the Mopco improv theater beforehand? Like,
Ooh, we're gonna have to design that.
then it ends with a thing saying, "Please silence your cell phones."
I'm gonna
Please
get
extinguish your barbecue in the theater.
a costume shaped like a bucket of popcorn and dance around the screen before the stuff.
Let's all go to the lobby.
Let's all go to the lobby.
Insulin is also available behind the candy counter.
The county candy counter.
That was my only government position. I was the
I'm back from. I just did 6 months in the county candy counter.
I was the gum troller.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. It was a sweet gig. I have a plaque on my wall.
somebody give this guy the brush off.
Just don't give me a cavity search.
Ooh.
Got it there pretty far.
Let's all go to the lobby.
I'm gonna say a big fat thank you to Tim Mossholder, wherever you are, for this slide here.
Yes, it's a great shot, isn't it? Great shot. And I want to welcome our friends from New Zealand and
Kiwi.
Suriname and Norway, who've just joined. Welcome to all of you.
Whenever I look at Tim Mossholder's photo here, I always think it looks almost like Matthew McConaughey and Reese Witherspoon.
This is like the what do you call it? The wish. You go online to wish. You go and you want the thing, and then they give you the thing that's not quite the thing you want.
I think it's the version of him available at Aldi.
Yeah.
If you're in the picture, by the way, you're wonderful. We're not making fun of you. We're making fun of the world.
No, none of us are as good looking as either of those. Well, I don't know. I am not as good looking as either of those people by a
Wouldn't
long
that be just a Dickensian twist if the people in the picture were watching us right now?
That would be great.
That'd be amazing.
This
Hey,
picture
the show is going to start at 8 o'clock, which is just 2 minutes away.
is before the turn.
And we're very excited about that. We hope you are too. Actors, 2 minutes.
Thank you, too.
Thank you. Too.
What show is that, you say? Well, if you're here, you probably have a good idea, but I'll say it anyway because I like to hear myself talk. Coming up, the Mopco Improvised Blockbuster on Saturday night at Mopco, live.mopco.org. Yes, indeed. I'm just playing with zooming in and out here, having so much fun.
There's no gelatin, right? I don't think so.
And now it's time to get serious.
Time to start.
Yeah, that's really good, Jen. Thanks. That's just great.
Oh, do that again. Does this sound familiar, Michael? I can't hear you, Michael, about your suggestions for the show tonight. We're going through a tunnel.
Sorry.
Sorry, Michael.
Bad signal.
I guess we'll just have to do what I thought.
15 seconds, clowns. And everybody else. And Mark Merritt at the ready. Yes. We're hearing the dulcet tones of Mr. Mark S. Merritt on the keyboard as we welcome you one and all to the Mopco Improv Theater homes around the Capital Region. My name is Michael Burns. I am your host this evening for an improvised blockbuster. And boy, am I excited. Some great titles coming in. I'm just as excited about some great improvisers I have the honor to work with this evening. Great improvisers, come on out and show your faces. Yes, here they are. Aren't they a beautiful group of people? There's Walt Baticki. There's Jen Lavenhauer, Mark Merritt. There's Sam Gorenstein, Peter Bacchus, the lovely and talented Vote.org, also known as Kat Coppett. And my name is Improvised Blockbuster.
Buster,
Tonight.
report.
Hey, Buster. Hey, look here, Buster. Let me tell you something. Goodness, I lost the chat. Where'd the chat go? There it is. Here it is. It's lurking behind. The chat is not lurking behind. Where'd the chat go?
Lurking behind.
I know where it is. Here it is. All right, tonight's improvised blockbuster is, oh, this is tough. They're all so good. They really are.
Just one, Michael. Just one.
Or you could tell them all to us and we could decide.
All right, here we go.
One.
Ship to Nowhere, Quarantine Homeschool, Bankrupt Morals, The Race of a Lifetime, Highway Robbery, or Being Drunk in America.
All good.
To me, it's really close between The Race of a Lifetime and Quarantine Homeschool, but I'm interested in the other actors. What do you think, folks?
Oh, nobody likes Ship to Nowhere?
I do like Ship to
Ship to
Nowhere.
Nowhere is great.
Yeah, Ship to Nowhere.
Ship to Nowhere?
I'm fine with it. I mean,
Yes.
I like them all.
You're on a ship.
Here we go. Here we go. Ship to Nowhere. Welcome to the pretentious reruns of little-known classic films late at night on a Tuesday hour. I'm Pretentia Pretentio, your host. Tonight, A movie that is fondly remembered by a few and even more fondly forgotten by many. Botislav Draganovich's Ship to Nowhere. We'll be back after the movie to discuss.
We see the deck of a giant ocean liner, a la the Huey-2 or the Queen Mary. It's it's dusk and it's foggy, and there's a row of empty lounge chairs deck, and two passengers sitting in the lounge chairs, all bundled up in the lounge chairs.
Look at all the stars.
Somehow I find the clouds comforting. I remember when I was a small child, and there would be clouds in the sky. My father used to ask me to look at them and tell him what I saw. I always saw happy things, like bunnies and sheep frolicking.
Diana, what do you see now?
Now I see furrowed brows and angry cheeks glowing angrily. Smoke, shards of broken buildings. I see blue. How about you? What do you see, Franco?
I see cotton candy and over there I see a bear.
What is the bear doing?
The bear is riding a lamb.
I think I can see that too. Cotton candy. It's such a childish thing to see in the clouds.
You must never lose sight of the child that lives within us all.
Frank. You're a naive optimist. It's going to be your downfall.
Then I die happy.
Ah, Tui. Don't say such things.
I die happy?
Don't talk of death. Nobody dies happy. You die and you become nothing.
It used to be a lot more fun.
I used to be young.
We all make way for the next generation.
You're talking as if you want to die.
No, I talk as if I'm going to die. No one wants to die, but that's just the way it is. You know the worst part about being swaddled in these blankets is sometimes you have to scratch your nose. It's so annoying.
If you hadn't gotten a job aboard this ship, I don't know what would have happened to us. But I hope you don't blow this chance.
Thank you for that vote of confidence.
Well, the way you're talking, you're going to squander this chance like you've squandered everything else.
I think it's time to go to bed.
Yes, we certainly want them to find us out here once the guests get up.
Come.
We fade out of that scene and into a higher class cabin. Morning breaks through and dapples light upon an ornate, beautiful nightstand. A hand reaches over for some bifocals.
Bitsy, is that you snapping your gums again? Is that
Ah.
you snapping your gums again?
Ah, snap in the morning. It's the warm up for the mouth.
It's too early. I'm still trying to sleep.
Well, I can do my snapping outside the cabin if you'd prefer, but I have to do the snapping. Doctor's orders.
Yes, please do your snapping elsewhere, and then tell them to bring us our breakfast on your way back. Okay?
All right, Belinda. All right.
Thank you, Bitsy. Mwah.
Mwah. He exits, stands outside the cabin, and takes in the morning. Mwah.
Bitsy. Bitsy.
Who's calling my name?
Good morning, Bitsy.
Ah! Jemison.
I trust you slept well.
Yes. Is everything okay, Jemison?
Oh, everything is better than okay. Everything is sublime. Everything is amazing.
I can't disagree.
Bitsy,
Yes.
the ship.
Yes.
Do you notice?
I notice it's a ship.
Yes. Listen for the sound of the engines. Huh? Huh?
What? I'm not hearing the sound of the engines.
Yes. That's right. We're adrift.
What?
We are adrift.
Well, how are we adrift? Adrift how? Well, like, who, what? How?
Last night, I had the most wonderful dream. I dreamt of a childhood kind of land, not a bunch of old people eating an endless buffet and playing shuffleboard and getting increasingly obese on a ship. No, but a wonderful place where children played on playground things and ate wonderful candies and swung from rope swings and played tag and games. And I woke up from that dream thinking, oh, if only. And as I woke up, I heard the engines stop. And though it was night, I saw a rainbow outside my cabin. And then an odd little fellow took me for a ride on this strange little raft that he let me keep. And then he brought me back here to wait until you awoke to do your lip smacking.
I'm only halfway through my exercises. Jemison, I'm sorry. You heard the engine stop.
Yes,
And then you went on a magic raft ride.
yes.
And before that, you had an almost prophetic dream.
Yes. Of cotton candy and rainbows, and it was as though I was living in a children's cereal box, except not so crunchy or sticky. I think we're going there.
We who? You and me?
The whole ship. Every single disenchanted, bored, overprivileged one of us. I think we're going to the land of childhood.
Jemison, I didn't know you felt that the ship was boring or overprivileged.
Oh, are you kidding? I've been bored to tears the entire time.
The land of childhood, you say?
I think so.
Wait,
I wonder if perhaps we're going to become children again. Bitsy, we might be getting a second chance.
But I love Belinda, and my life here, with Belinda.
Well, she'd be coming with us.
Oh.
She'd be coming with us.
Well then, yeah.
She'd just become a child with us, that's all. That's all right, isn't it?
It sounds all right, Jemison. It sounds all right.
Jemison, all right.
Jemison, forgive me if I'm a little skeptical.
You're skeptical because you're a grown-up.
I'm skeptical because you had a dream and then you heard the engine shut off and then you went on a magic raft ride, but you did not actually answer my question, my initial question, which is really about the engines themselves going off, and you know why they went off.
No. Then why do I still have my little magic raft? I don't know the answer to that either.
And how are we supposed to get to the land of childhood on your little magic raft, Jemison? I'm assuming.
I don't think the raft has anything to do with it, except I thought about George Raft last night. And maybe it was just sort of confusing to whatever magic forces are at play here. This is, after all, the Bermuda Triangle.
Yes, that's true. Valid point there. But I thought of George Raft last night.
The door to Bitsy and Belinda's cabin opens, and she sticks her head out to see the two gentlemen conversing in the hallway. Bitsy, what's all the shouting about out here?
Hi, Belinda.
Oh, hello, Mr. Jemison. How are you? Did you sleep well?
I slept wonderfully, and I'm fairly certain that we're adrift and going to the land of childhood instead of our stated destinations.
We're what? We're going to the what instead of what?
The land of childhood.
Jemson's had a bit of a I don't know what you'd call a walkabout on a ship.
Oh, that sounds quite refreshing, doesn't it?
I'm going to go see if I can find some of the others and share the good news. Toodles.
Oh, okay. Oh, good news. I love good news.
Well, I have some less good news, unfortunately.
Oh.
The engines appear to have cut out.
I do believe you're right. Maybe the captain was just turning them off so we could all get a good night's sleep.
Cut to the engine room where the captain is with Franco, berating him for having left his post at the engine, manning the engine overnight.
What in the devil are you doing away from the machinery, Franco?
I just thought it could be trusted to do its thing while I wasn't looking. Oh, darn these blankets.
No, this ship is beautiful and luxurious on the outside, but its innards are aging and rusted. Keep attending.
Oh, here we go. There we are. Wait, stand back.
Franco? You don't think these fumes have gotten into the ventilation for the rest of the ship, do you?
I don't feel so good.
I'm seeing. Oh no, this happened back during the war. These fumes can cause terrible hallucinations. Blacking out.
Franco and the captain awake to find themselves in a strange, colorful island.
Wow. I had the strangest dream. I dreamt I was a crusty
You're on a
old soul.
strange-
Ah!
Colorful island?
Landsman, please don't harm me, strange black man!
It's me.
Franco, is that you?
Yes.
Oh, yes, you feel real, but you don't look right. The fumes! It was the fumes! The engines are backed up! They cause strange dreams and hallucinations!
Let's just
We've
enjoy.
got to do something about it!
Let's just enjoy the island. Let's just drift away on this raft down the stream.
It is to enjoy the island.
Look over there.
Oh,
A bird.
it's made of chocolate. And look, the first class passengers. They're in chains and being forced to operate heavy machinery. Oh, it's making candy. It's making candy.
If only I could read their minds.
Yes.
I know what they were thinking.
I sure do love my life on this ship. Oh, it's such a lovely ship, such a great day on the ship. I'm having such a great time.
There's nothing better than nice weather to put in
Ah.
an excellent mood, is there?
Oh, it's really just the brightest, sunniest, wonderful, calm, relaxing, so nice.
The best thing that can happen to a person is nice weather, I'd say.
The best thing that can happen to a person is nothing at all.
Oh, well, of course you're right.
Spaceman, what?
Oneness with the universe.
Oh, now, if I were you, I'd be very careful for what you wish for in these parts.
Who are you? And what are you doing in my ship / magical delusion / magic island / delusional hell for first class people?
I'm terribly sorry to interrupt. It's just that your friend was first hoping that he could read everyone's minds, which, taken from the bitter voice of experience, can be very disturbing after a time, not to mention very noisy. And he was then saying one
Myself
that
slipping away.
What did you say?
He vanished. Old man, are you real?
I'm here.
Oh, let me test.
It doesn't hurt, but it hurts my feelings.
Squishy. Well, You seem to know what's going on, and I've got no idea what's going on.
We cut to the floor of the engine room where Diana is slapping back Franco back awake. Franco, wake up! Wake up! Wake up! He's dragged him out of the engine room out to the deck of the ship. Wake up! Wake up!
Oh my God, Diana, thank you.
Oh, Franco, you're back. Oh, I was so worried. You do have a death wish.
Oh, the captain's down there. What are we going to do?
Oh dear, you're the only person I saw in the room. I didn't see anyone else down there.
You let me put on this emergency outfit and go look. I
can't go back there.
Captain, he couldn't have completely disappeared.
Oh, let's get some help. Let's get some help.
Yes. You make the announcement for the passengers.
All right. Please be careful, Franco. Please be careful. I can't lose you.
Incredibly careful. I'll go up to the bridge of the ship and I'm just going to start running things until the captain comes back.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, there has been a slight emergency, which is with the engines. If you please stay in your staterooms and, get some fresh air. Come out of your staterooms, I suppose, and onto the decks. Breathe the fresh salt air and ignore any hallucinations.
You're doing fine, honey.
Come out. Help!
Bitsy? Did you hear someone cry for help?
I heard a call for help in addition to a series of conflicting directions. Do we stay in our cabins or do we leave our cabins?
I don't know. I mean, we're out here on the upper deck, and it seems like, we're always in the right place at the right time. So perhaps we should stay here, although I fear for that poor person. Do go and check on them.
I'll go and just take a look, a gander. I'll take a gander around.
I have a gander, yes. You do the best gandering of anyone.
Oh, I may have a rival in you.
No, it's true. I have been known to gander.
I'll take a look.
No, not as well as I used to. Yes, go take a look. And then come back and tell them to bring us some eggs. 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
3-minute eggs. That's
3
exactly. Perfectly 3 minutes. Not any seconds more or less. Hello, Jemison. Oh, did you see Jemison here just now?
Could have sworn I did. Oh, there he is!
Yes. Hello.
Jemison.
Actually, I look a great deal like him, but I'm not from the same place as you.
Oh, we're still doing a little game we're playing here, huh, Jemison? It's
skit. Are you doing a skit?
Of sorts, yes. Excuse me, just.
Oh, Bitsy. He's doing some.
Yes, Jensen's back in your timeline a little ways.
What?
Now what?
Gotta go.
Oh. Did you just see him evaporate?
Yes. I was gandering at him, and 1 minute he was here, and the next minute he was gone.
I was gandering at the same extent you were gandering, and I gandered the exact same thing.
Perhaps we're losing our talk.
They did say to ignore any hallucinations. That might have been a hallucination.
The Captain, covered in grease and soaked in sweat, comes upon the couple. He's holding a very nasty-looking giant steel wrench.
Oh, you're very dirty.
Oh, the captain.
What are you doing out of your chains?
What?
Where's my candy?
I...
Get back at your machines! Back at your machines!
Belinda. I know I there's something. Run! Run!
Ah! Ah! Open that door, god damn you! Open the door!
And the captain goes up to the bridge of the ship.
Ah! Franco!
Ah!
We've got people running away from their posts, breaking their chains!
Those are passengers, sir.
What?
I'm afraid the fumes have caused us to be unstuck in time.
Time is an illusion, Franco. It's in the mind. Maybe I should fix your mind with this wrench, Franco! Yes! Stand still! Stand still!
As the captain attempts to swing the wrench, Franco and many other things simply disappear. And the captain suddenly finds himself in an even stranger place.
Oh! What?
A place of fruit and tropical islands and snow and dancing.
There's
Places
too much
never seen.
economy here for me to process! Tropical snow?
Captain, wake up! Wake up! I'm gonna keep slapping you until this hallucination is over. Wake up!
Franco!
Wake
Franco!
up! Wake up!
Franco! What am I doing covered in grease? What's all this red stuff on me? And what is this wrench doing on my workstation?
You were overcome with the fumes from the engine and began to hallucinate.
I'm not fit for duty!
One more.
I'm not fit for duty still! I just made a duty!
Why don't you grab a blanket,
Yes.
go outside,
Yes.
get some fresh air, and I'll
Yes.
deal with the consequences of being unstuck in time. Maybe if I get Diana up to the bridge, we can work on this together.
Oh, yes.
Rest.
You do that. I'm going to go outside. Fresh air. That's the it. That's the answer. Yes, I'm afraid.
Franco! Franco! Yeah.
Look at all the displays.
There are dead passengers strewn all over the deck. They've been bludgeoned to death with a wrench.
Captain is a murderer.
And unfit for duty. The ship is in your hands, Franco. You have to see us home.
I'm torn between navigating the ship and killing the captain before he kills again. I guess duty to all of us is more important than duty to anyone he might potentially kill.
I know. I saw him bundled up. Maybe the fumes will not be affecting him anymore because you brought him to. So hopefully, I don't know. Whether it's through killing the captain or steering the ship or whatever else comes up, you are our leader and you must guide us home.
Diana, if I can become a hero in just one person's eyes, let it be yours.
When I look at you, what I want to see is not some childish fantasy of a happy little clown but a strong, real, three-dimensional, life-sized hero who can face real-life challenges and make hard choices one by one. And I will stand by your side, and I will figure out what all these completely indecipherable lifestyles so that I can help you navigate
Right.
everyone.
In the meantime, the captain comes back. He left his wrench. You see it there on the floor?
Yes.
If he comes back, you grab it and you learn how to use it.
I'm ready.
We cut to the empty-looking kitchen. Cabinets are closed, drawers are closed, many, many things are closed. And from within one, a voice. Belinda!
Yes, Bitsy.
Belinda, how's your hiding space? Are you comfortable?
Oh, quite, Bitsy. Thank you for thinking of me. How is yours comfortable?
I have a ladle kind of poking into the side of my hip, but not so far that I should really complain about it any further. I'm just very aware of it. Not painful, just aware.
Well, yeah, do keep a stiff upper lip then, you know.
See, that's why I do the exercises. It's the whole reason.
Oh, well, you know, it's not morning anymore, Bitsy, and also that drives me up a fucking tree.
Oh my! I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Belinda.
I don't know what came over me. I'm such language. I've never. Oh my goodness! And I've been thinking that for 30 years now, but I never thought I'd say it out loud.
I'm so. I didn't know. I should have known. I'm sorry, Belinda. Is there anything else you've been holding in for 30 years you've wanted to say? I mean, we may die today. we may be dying today.
No, Bitsy. We will not die today. Not if we have to hide like sniveling cowards in these cabinets until help comes.
We cut to the inside of Belinda's cabinet.
Bitsy,
Yes?
as long as we're telling each other truths, is there anything about me that you may have wanted to say all these years?
Anything I've wanted to say over the last 30 years.
That's right, now's the time.
Oh, that's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of pressure right there, Bitsy.
All right, that's all right. I'll go again then.
Okay.
You know Roger, who works in the stables?
Oh, yes, Roger. The tall one, right?
No, you're thinking of Jerry in the garden.
Yes.
Actually, what I'm about to say applies to both of them, actually. Don't quite know how to say this.
Yes.
And just at that moment, the ship lurches terribly, and they nearly fall out of their cabinets. And then they do fall out of their cabinets.
Oh! Are you okay?
I'm okay.
Well, there you are. I've been looking all over for you.
Jemison, thank you.
Jemison?
Yes, it's me. What the Sam Hill is going on this ship?
Something very, very strange.
Well, I guess so. Did you have weird dreams last night?
Last night?
Yeah, well, yes.
Jemison, what do you remember of the last, several hours or so?
Well, I had a very strange dream involving some sort of takeover, I guess, of the ship by forces unknown, and I ended up taking a ride on a raft to a land of childhood. And at first I was very happy about that. But then, a diet of almost exclusively of marshmallows and cotton candy and such is very bad for somebody my age. I wasn't getting any younger, and I certainly wasn't enjoying it. So then I started to sort of wrinkle in and out of time in a most unfortunate way. And everybody I knew seemed to not know me. And I was very lonely and sad. And then I was looking for you, and I was feeling anger from almost everywhere. Then I couldn't find you, and I saw the captain hitting someone with a wrench, which was very upsetting. And then I found you, and it seems like the motors are working again. They weren't. What about you?
Oh, well, I think we saw sort of a if it wasn't you, it was certainly a doppelganger, a flash in and out of existence. Then we got chased around the ship by the captain with a wrench.
You did!
Yes,
That actually happened. Wait, that actually happened?
Yes, I think he may have murdered some of our fellow shipmates.
Going to make the
This is your assistant, Captain Franco, speaking from the intercom. We apologize for the lurch. If you see the captain, try to be where the captain isn't. The buffet will be delayed.
The captain isn't what?
I think he's saying we should avoid the captain at all costs because he's a murderous son of a gun with a wrench.
Jemison, listen. I don't know if that was you or some doppelganger version of you or some split personality twin of you or someone who just happened to look like you, but if you were able to maybe wrinkle in and out of the very fabric of time, or maybe that's just the fumes making me think you are. Maybe. Jemison, can you keep us safe?
Well, first of all, I've never wrinkled in and out of time before, as far as I know. But it certainly seems that this morning I was able to do so. But I wasn't really trying. It was simply happening. But I wonder what would happen if I tried, and how would I keep you safe if I did? I mean, I'm not sure what I would do to keep you safe.
As he keeps talking and talking and talking, we cut to the bridge of the ship where Diana and Franco. You got him. He'll be back. Made us lurch. My God, I can almost see that happening back in my mind once again.
Honey, it's the captain! There he is!
Look up!
Oh, woe betide me again! Backing me with guilt! Ah! Oh! 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 Going down! Going down! Going down!
Are you all right?
I'm fine, my darling.
You kept us steady. I'm
And
so
you
proud of
saved
you.
my life.
Franco, I haven't had that kind of energy in years. I feel a good 10, 20 years younger.
There's a pep in your step.
I know I shouldn't be enjoying this. I know this is a terrible crisis and tragedy, but I have to say, I feel like I'm the woman of my youth.
You've never been more attracted to me. And
No, I never have.
And if I didn't have to pilot this ship, and if all the autopilots and navigation equipment and emergency phones and all that jazz weren't broken, you know what we'd be doing.
You just wait till we dock this puppy.
I'll put it in a slip so fast you won't believe it. Wrong metaphor.
But before we do that, you should probably make an announcement to the passengers to
Yes.
watch out for the captain.
Yeah. All passengers, We apologize for the bump, and if you see the captain, try to be where he isn't. How was that? Pretty clear?
Lovely.
Oh, I see. Be where he isn't, of course. Captain! Oh, Captain, my Captain, where art thou?
Yo-ho-ho!
Come, Captain.
Yo-ho-ho! Yo-ho-ho!
Come, Captain.
Yo!
Come. Come, friend. Come to me.
You hear the captain's voice echoing as if from every corner of the ship.
Captain.
Alive, alive, ho! Alive, alive, ho! Singing crackers.
Captain, that's a lovely song. It's about a girl selling seafood in Dublin. I know that song. It's a lovely song, Captain. Oh, Captain. You didn't have a happy childhood, did you? It's all right. You can tell me.
In the meantime, back in the kitchen, we find Bitsy and Belinda hiding underneath a table eating creme brulee that they found in the refrigerator.
Huh. I don't think we ever... Pretty sure we're still... I just don't know when, like, does it click? Is there like a... Like, I feel like I'm still on the same plane of existence that I was a minute ago.
Oh, you mean if we're hallucinating, how will we know?
Yes! If we're hallucinating, or if we're going to some kind of pocket dimension, or if we're some kind of wrinkle in time, or some kind of island of childhood.
I don't know how we'll know, but this is delicious, isn't it?
Oh, it's lovely. It's splendid, I would say.
It tastes mine. It's so good.
We slowly dissolve to a small corner of the ship, the nursery, where Jemison and the captain are sitting in a corner together. The captain is sort of blubbering like a small child who's getting over a big cry. And Jemison is soothing him. It's all right, Captain. Have a little bit more. Have a little bit more tea.
Oh!
Here you go. A little more
Dad.
special tea.
The dad had been haunting me. Oh! Oh!
Now, Captain.
What have I done?
Captain,
I
it's
tried
all
to go to
right.
the beach
You can
and
go
make it
back.
right.
You can go
And
back.
my head got fixed with the old wrench, but it don't feel right.
I know. I know. But I want you to do something now. I want you to
What's
think
that?
happy, happy, happy thoughts, Captain.
How can I be
Happy
happy?
thoughts.
I've murdered those I've
Oh,
been sworn to
Captain.
protect.
Captain.
I've lost the command. I've lost my mind.
Captain. I have someone with me who can give you what you need. But you must think happy thoughts, my friend.
I am thinking happy thoughts.
Yes.
Yes, but
And
they're
Captain-
all thoughts of yesterday.
Yes.
Because there's no happiness now or tomorrow or
And
ever
look-
again. This is
Look who's here.
going nowhere.
Look who's here.
Oh, it's Father Christmas.
Yes.
Father Christmas.
Yes.
Ah, Father Christmas. All I want is for everything to go back the way it was.
Well, then, we should see if that's a thing. Yes, we can do that. Close your eyes.
Okay, the eyes is closed.
And wrinkle your nose. You're wrinkling it already. Now tap your toes
I'm
together.
Caesar!
Tap your toes together 3 times. And
1,
say,
2, 3.
there's no place like home.
There's no place. Wait, are we going to get in trouble for copyright infringement in this voyage?
No, I don't think so. I think that's
This
safe.
seems like very late in the voyage.
They may put a claim
And
on
while
you.
that negotiation continues in the nursery, up on the bridge. See? It was putting on the glasses. That made me smart and competent.
Oh, Franco, sometimes it's the simplest things.
All right. Grab the binoculars and look at that island over there. It looks inhabited.
Oh, Franco, this is beautiful. Truly beautiful. Oh, no, that can't be.
What is it, my darling?
Be careful of this noise.
It looks like cotton candy. That's impossible.
That's ridiculous.
Here, take a look. I'll take the wheel.
Cotton candy and chocolate. When I had a hallucination with the captain, this is what I saw. I guess fate is going to bring us here. But before we do, my darling, one last kiss.
Franco, I don't know whether I should be scared or...
Excited? The answer is yes.
Dissolve to a train entering a tunnel. Waves crashing on a shore. The shore, of course, is that of the magical island. One by one, the passengers wade through the surf onto the land.
Linda, is that you?
Bitsy?
You look completely different, but entirely the same in both ways that surprise and feel familiar.
It's
A table with a lovely meal has been set on the island.
I'm Captain Server. Would you like more water?
yes.
Yeah,
Oh, there you go. I'll be back with a menu in a moment. Arr.
This is the 4 o'clock seating.
I don't think there is a 4 o'clock seating anymore. I'm Bitsy. Belinda, I'm forgetting who I am.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. You're Reginald. No, he's the garden. No, he's Is that
Father Christmas?
Yes.
Christmas?
Hello. Welcome. You know who you really are.
Yes, I'm Diana.
I'm Franco.
We haven't felt like ourselves in so long.
It's nice to be yourself, isn't it?
I'm Bartholomew. That was my name as a child. I was
Yes, Bartholomew, yes!
And I'm Belinda, but they used to call me Belle.
Yes, Belle, so good to see you again.
It's good to see you, Father Christmas.
Look at those beautiful clouds, Franco. You see them?
What do they look like to you?
I see a unicorn.
Yes,
And I see cotton candy
we've got a lot of that.
and a big teddy bear.
I know what I regret from the 30 years. That we couldn't have so many more stretch out in front of us.
Well,
This
I
is
have-
your
now-
captain speaking. We've reached our final destination. I think we've worked everything out. All disembark on the right. All disembark on the right.
Bartholomew, I think we can have these 30 years together and more. So much more.
Welcome! Welcome!
Go there. Let's go to the light, Bartholomew.
All right. Belinda, Belle.
And the credits roll. Well, that was certainly one of 1987's absolutely fabulous fantasy attempts at a new kind of children's Christmas movie that never received the kind of public acclaim that I think, for one, that it deserved. But hey, we've got the whole gang here. Let's bring them back and just talk about it a little bit. There they all are.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
So this concept of a sort of ship to nowhere, bringing people back to an odd hallucinogenic land of childhood, but maybe not, with some real anger and gore mixed in there, sounds like something more from the early 70s than the mid to late 80s. What do you make of that?
well, I mean, it's actually a real classic of the genre. It has C.S. Lewis overtones
Certainly.
in very many ways, especially in the end there, where the juxtaposition of going into the beautiful fantasy land are juxtaposed against the real life sort of horrific crash, death.
Bringing forth not only C.S. Lewis, but Madeleine L'Engle with her Wind in the Door series. An absolutely valid attempt, I believe, and so does Sylvester, my familiar, my cat. A valid attempt at bringing this sort of genre to the youth of today in the movie theaters.
Right.
One of the things I love is that it introduces the younger viewers to an early sense of class consciousness.
Yes.
I think the commentary is it's subtle, but I think it's enough that even the little ones can pick up on it.
Some might say it hits them right over the head.
It was I particularly enjoyed the surreal way of approaching how these people have somewhat passed on, and they first go and they experience what they want, and it's when they get it, it's terrible, and then they find what they need, and they are able to move on to the better place as well.
And I think it's amazing that the work simply speaks for itself.
It does in so many. And you know, there was real wisdom in terms of some of the editing. For example, there was a very what I view as unnecessary scene originally that was cut from the film, where the suddenly thrust into the role of captain, played by Peter Delakis, has to face the oncoming iceberg, which ended up being cut out of the movie altogether. But we do have that footage. Let's take a look at the close-up footage of this poor crew member facing certain death as an iceberg approaches.
I'm the iceberg of capitalism and class warfare, heading for your ship, heading for your ship, heading for your ship.
I'm the huddled masses you can't see under the iceberg who will rise up and defeat you and be your end.
I'm the cold, icy waters of a metaphorical purgatory that has actually become quite literal, showing that everything they've done has already happened and a life after death comes. They needed to come to.
Boom. A scene that
Didn't play.
probably in the script seemed really necessary, but well, Peter, tell us how it was to film that.
It didn't play. That's all.
It didn't.
I can see what you mean a little by on the nose in terms of
Yeah.
like, yeah.
I think it was cut for subtlety. Yeah.
You know, some of the critics really saw connections in this film to the work of David Lynch.
Yes.
And those sorts of symbolic, spooky sort of dream sequences.
Blue Velvet, Twin Peaks, without quite as much gratuitous sexual content. But
Well, that's
definitely.
because we cut out a lot of the captain killing people, which looked like this.
I'm in me nightmare world of gothic horror aboard a ship. Take that, you first-class pig. I'm a working-class man and I never get no peace. Here's your shuffleboard. Listen here, there'll be no more Mai Tais! No more Mai Tais! No more Mai Tais!
Once again,
The entire cruise industry tried to shut this production down.
Yeah, we had to make some compromises just to really get it to theaters.
They did have a drink craze for a while. They named the drink the No More Mai Tai. Remember that?
Oh.
Yeah, even though the scene got cut, it got leaked and it became a thing.
there was
Oh,
also
It's like a underground.
there was a
thing.
little gummy bear Mai Tai attempt at product to be launched based on the movie, and fortunately, mercifully, that never actually occurred.
Yeah, but they did make their way into every home in the country, pretty much.
There they are.
They also had a movie branded cotton candy maker, and the idea was that you would make cotton candy and then shape it into whatever kind of cloud shapes you wanted to shape it in. They really tried to do some good branding with this film.
And little known fact, Lucky Charms cereal briefly considered a cease and desist order until they realized that their sales would probably benefit from it.
I actually had a very pertinent response. I spoke to Wilbur Threnley, the screenwriter, recently. He's in rehab again.
Oh, good.
He looked good.
Nice.
He looked good. He's in restraints, but he looks good. He managed to get one arm free, and while he was grasping the top of my shirt very uncomfortably, I asked him, what would you want people to know about the film so that they understand what to take away from it? And he smeared human feces on my forehead, and they took him out of the room.
Yeah.
Did
Like
he
the
manage to
story.
shout out a noun or a verb, an adjective, any sort of word?
Well, I mean, I hope we can use the language here. But
Oh.
shit is everything. It's an adjective, a noun, a verb. I think maybe he was saying that this was everything to every man.
That
You know-
might have been his intent.
In a
I think
systematic
there-
Rorschach test.
there were-
Shit.
There was also, they didn't end up going with it. This was a surprise to me, but there was also that one alternate ending we had filmed, kind of just to throw people off, where they kind of made it back to shore in a realistic fashion.
That's right. That's right.
Yes.
Let's watch that one.
Oh.
It started in the control room, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Does that look like New York Harbor to you?
Yes. Yes, I see the Statue of Liberty. Well, part of it. Darling, look. What's wrong with the Statue of Liberty?
Looks like it's been buried.
They buried it up! They buried it up! You bad people! You buried it up!
I never knew what to make of that myself.
It was a whole crossover with the
Another franchise.
Our
Yeah.
time is almost up.
I would say.
So tune in next week, I would think, right?
Next week, another little-known classic blockbuster movie that maybe blustered a little bit more than it.
Locked.
Oh,
Then it blocked.
yes, indeed. And in every production we learn something. I know that as a professional. What was your big learning, Peter, on this production?
I wasn't necessarily fond of this movie, but as you can tell, I'm very fond of the house the movie bought.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Money's nice. How about you, Kat?
I think what I take away from the theme of this movie, and that I've tried to bring into my life, especially in these hard times, is that there really is value in remembering our childhood optimism, and sometimes it's that innocent, happy part of us which makes us strong and able to face adversity.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yeah. And Sam, I know you had a bit of a personal crisis around the time of shooting the movie, but you came out stronger. And what did you learn from all of this?
Well, I'd have to say that, and you could see, obviously, they had to shoot around me. They used some body doubles in some of the shots that I needed to take some personal me time.
Yeah.
Away from the set to really get a sense of who I was. The script had spoken to me in such a deep way. I learned myself.
Wow. How about you, Walt?
Well, not my favorite film in my filmography, but still one that helped shape me in my career. I keep the wrench, the actual captain's wrench, which looks really heavy, but as we all know, it was just a foam prop. I have it hanging on my wall, and it's just there to remind me that if there's anything wrong, it's me I should try to fix first.
There you go. That's beautiful. If there's anything wrong, it's me I should try to fix first. And Jennifer, last but not least, how about you?
Well, I learned that agent, you'll end up not really getting.
You dropped out at a critical moment there, so try it again.
Okay, I was just saying that if you don't get a good agent, you may not get a lot of screen time, and also you could end up in a movie covered head to toe in creme brulee for inexplicable reasons, which is very uncomfortable, I will tell you. Worse than sand, really. And so next time, well, I know better.
Right. Well, On behalf of the entire cast and the entire Mopco universe, we want to thank you for sticking with us this evening. You know we love you, and we'll see you again real soon. Meanwhile, hey, Black Lives Matter. And while you're at it, vote, folks. Vote. All right. Take care.